We really do urge you, join the travel community. The rewards are massive. And if you're looking to be inspired to get out there and explore South Africa, a good place to start is with Hayden Quinn. Of course, he is exploring South Africa in Hayden Quinn SA every Monday night at 9:30 and embracing it, well, like an Aussie, really exploring the cuisine, yes, but also embracing our local cultures. And on Monday night, he was in Paternoster, and he did it in emphatic style. He did the works, met local fishermen, cooked local cuisine. He really did give us a window into this beautiful part of the West Coast. And we're giving you the opportunity to also explore South Africa in a whole new light, and that's courtesy of SafariNow. And we've got Rob and Yvonne here. I know they must be as equally inspired by Hayden's journey so far, and Paternoster really didn't disappoint. What is it, Rob, about this little slice of heaven that really does punch above its weight class?
I think the thing we've seen is that a lot of South Africans really, for the most part, travel over weekends. You know, 70% of our bookings are 1 or 2 night stays. You know, you leave work at 5 o'clock on Friday, maybe 4 if you're in Cape Town, back on Monday morning. And the thing is, Paternoster, it's only 2 hours from Cape Town, yet it feels like it could be in another country. You know, the whitewashed houses, the white sandy beaches, it's like a Greek island. And I think that's the amazing thing about travel, is when you can feel like you've really just left the world behind. And I think that's what makes Paternoster such a popular place.
You talk about the whitewashed houses. He was staying at Abalone House, which really is first-class style. Maybe not accessible to every South African. Are there options there available to those of us working on a bit more of a budget?
Well, Graham, the perception around travel is that it's beyond our reach and that it's expensive, but that's because we usually travel for 2 weeks around December. When it's busy, it's crowded, prices are higher. But we've got some stunning places in Paternoster. For example, a guest house called Far Out. It's on the beach, so you're staying in a wigwam tent, and you've got 8 kilometers of beach, unrestricted area. So it is actually affordable, it's beautiful, and it's accessible.
Now, the one drawback, though, is that once the secret is out, people start pouring into these little hidden gems. What's the best way to go about booking our kind of these short weekend break type holidays? How do we combat the surge of attention to these areas?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is that, you know, everyone's talking now about, you know, beach body, beach body, beach body. But I think the thing is we need to think about is beach booking. I think we often underestimate how early people start booking. So, I mean, like the December period, as you know, just gets crazy. So I think people really need to start booking now if they want to stay in a place like Paternoster, especially over a December period. But the great thing about the West Coast is that there are just so many amazing little villages and dorpies up and down the coast. One of our favorites actually is Azefontein, which is actually a lot closer than Paternoster. It's only about 45 minutes from Cape Town. And it's also got that kind of seaside village feel, and there are amazing restaurants like Strandkom Base, where you can just sit and have a West Coast seafood braai on the beach. They've got a 16-mile beach, was one of the longest in South Africa. Best sunset you'll ever see.
Summer, return, please, summer, return. I think I'm not the only Cape Townian screaming this to the heavens. We really do, and as you can see behind us, have our own little slice of heaven here. But Cape Town isn't alone. I mean, there are so many places up north. Where would you recommend that we start turning our focus? Fortunately,
it's not just Cape Townians that are blessed with this beautiful view and beautiful locations. I would definitely suggest an area like Dalstrom. It's in Mpumalanga. It's about 3 hours away from Joburg, and you've got a town there that's atmospheric, you've got charm, and you've got a lot of fishing dams there, cute little restaurants and shops, and it's definitely a break away from the usual buzz of Joburg. Affordable places and easily accessible. Yeah, I like that it's easily accessible. Now, as I was crying about our winter earlier, I know all Durbanites were like, winter, schminter, man. Durbs is always hot. It's always awesome as a tourist destination. Yeah, look, I mean, those 25-degree days can get very tedious after a while, you know. We don't discriminate. Durban, people from Durban also need holidays. And I think the interesting thing we see about Durban, people from Durban, is that they actually kind of go out in search of this winter that everyone's talking about that they kind of don't see at all. So a place like the Midlands Meander, which is like places like Balgowan and Nottingham Road, it's kind of got that very English, villagey feel, you know, very pastoral, and you can go and do things like dip candles, and, you know, the temperature's a lot colder, so it's kind of, they can get that winter feel that's quite novel for them. And, you know, like places like Michael House, which is a bit like Hogwarts Castle, it's all very evocative, and I think the thing is that the main thing we want from a holiday is to feel like we've gotten away from day-to-day life. Absolutely. And so I think that's why places like this are really becoming
so popular. And that's the great thing about South Africa is we have so many places that you can go. You don't have to go far to go far out.
Just take a little short left, and I love the fact that SafariNow is making this accessible. You guys really are putting your money where your mouths are, letting us walk in the footsteps of Hayden Quinn. I know you guys are offering a little extra incentive to explore our backyard.
Yes, we are. We have great prizes. This week we're going to be offering our wonderful Baywatch Villa collection.
Ooh.
It's out in Paternoster, bed and breakfast. So please join us on our Monday night chats. That is on Travel Local SA, and also please follow us on SafariNow SA.
And we'll give you a pair of red Speedos and your own life-saving equipment to run across the
For
beach.
Baywatch.
Guys, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us,
you.
and thank you
Thanks,
so much
Gary.
for the efforts that you're putting in. I know Hayden certainly appreciates it, and what a cool guy to be opening a window into South Africa for the locals. And I think it's sad that we don't explore more of South Africa, so check out SafariNow online. Go and see what slice of heaven you can have for yourself here in South Africa. Kat, I know you're also dreaming about the return of summer, man.
How did Hayden book Cape Town? SafariNow.com.